Assalamu alaikum, dear friends of Islam. This time, Islamic Circles is once again present before you to share engaging and insightful Islamic information. We hope what we present can inspire your activities today. Don't forget to press the subscribe button and activate the notification bell so you won't miss the latest updates from the Islamic Circles channel. North Korea is known as one of the most closed and authoritarian countries in the world. It has been ruled by the Kim family since its establishment in 1948. To this day, the highest leadership remains in the hands of Kim Jong-un. As widely known, North Korea restricts the freedoms of its citizens in many aspects of life, including religious freedom. The country is also highly isolated from the outside world, making information about daily life there very difficult to obtain, especially regarding religious life. However, behind this lack of information, an intriguing question arises. Is there any life for Muslims in North Korea? If so, how do they live under such a strict system of governance? Let us explore this more deeply. Before we continue, we at Islamic Circles invite you to participate. If you have requests for topics about the development of Islam in certain countries, please write them in the comments so we can discuss them in future videos. Behind the harsh and closed image long associated with North Korea, there lies a quiet story about a small community living in the shadow of fear, the Muslim community. In a country known for its strict control over nearly every aspect of life, including belief, Muslims live their days with great caution, preserving their faith in silence and practicing their religion within limitations. For many years, religion has not been something that can be freely expressed in this country. The state ideology, which emphasizes atheism, places religious practices in a hidden space, far from public attention. Yet, amid these limitations, a glimmer of hope has slowly emerged. A surprising shift occurred when North Korea's leader, Kim Jong-un, began showing a more open attitude toward the presence of religion, including Islam. This change did not happen drastically, but it was enough to open a small space for Muslims to breathe a little easier. In the rigid and controlled city of Pyongyang, a building now stands as a symbol of hope, Ar-Rahman Mosque. This mosque is not only a place of worship, but also a symbol of a growing, though still limited, tolerance. Ar-Rahman Mosque is located within the Iranian embassy complex in Pyongyang. Its existence is unique, as it remains the only official mosque in North Korea. Built in 1985, it was initially intended for Iranian embassy staff. However, over time, it has become a center of worship for all Muslims in Pyongyang, regardless of background or school of thought. Its architecture is simple, without the tall minarets commonly seen in mosques. Even so, the Islamic atmosphere remains strong. In an environment where most people are non-religious, the presence of this mosque stands out while also strengthening the identity of those who come to pray. To understand the presence of Islam in North Korea, we must look back into history. Islam did not arrive through large-scale dawah or mass migration, but rather through diplomacy and international interactions. Historical records show that Persian and Arab traders had reached the Korean peninsula as early as the 9th century. Although Islamic influence developed more in South Korea, these early traces formed a small foundation for Islam's presence in the region. Entering the 20th century, the presence of Islam in North Korea became more visible, mainly through diplomats and foreign workers from Muslim countries such as Iran, Pakistan, and others in the Middle East. However, after Korea was divided following World War II, North Korea adopted a system that strictly limits religious practices. Constitutionally, religious freedom is recognized. However, in practice, it often remains a formality. Society is shaped to revere the state leadership, placing the Kim family as figures to be respected without question. In such conditions, Muslims, most of whom are foreigners, live within clear limitations. They are not free to build mosques, cannot openly spread religious teachings, and must practice their faith within very limited spaces. Nevertheless, the spirit to maintain faith remains alive. Quietly, they continue to pray, fast, and celebrate Islamic holidays, even in the simplest ways. The number of Muslims in North Korea is indeed very small, estimated to be only a few thousand people. Most of them are diplomats, foreign workers, and their families. Pyongyang serves as the center of this community and the only city with an official place of worship. Ar-Rahman Mosque is not only a place for prayer, it is also a center for Islamic activities. There, Muslims gather for Friday prayers, religious studies, and celebrations of Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha. In a warm yet simple atmosphere, they often share traditional dishes from their home countries, including ketupat and opor, bringing a sense of home in a distant land. Interestingly, the mosque has also been visited by prominent world figures, such as Ali Khamenei, who visited in 1989. This visit further highlights the close relationship between Iran and North Korea, as well as the role of diplomacy in sustaining the Muslim community there. However, the existence of this mosque is not without controversy. When news about it became widely known around 2013, various reactions emerged. Some viewed it as a sign of openness and progress, while others considered it a political strategy to improve North Korea's image in the eyes of the world. Within the country itself, this policy sparked debate. Conservative groups worry about foreign influence entering through religion, while others see it as a smart diplomatic move, especially in building relations with Muslim countries. To this day, policies remain strict. Muslims are only allowed to worship within embassy complexes and are not permitted to preach to local citizens. Religious activities take place within a limited scope, far from public reach. Even so, life goes on. When the month of Ramadan arrives, Muslims in Pyongyang observe fasting with discipline. They wait before dawn, endure hunger until sunset, and break their fast together in a family-like atmosphere. Tarawih prayers are performed with devotion, accompanied by gratitude for the opportunity they still have. Behind all these limitations lies an extraordinary strength, unwavering faith. The story of Muslims in North Korea is a reflection of steadfast faith under pressure. Though small in number and living with many limitations, their presence proves that the light of Islam continues to shine even in the most closed places. Let us pray together that our brothers and sisters in North Korea are granted strength, patience, and ease in practicing their faith. May one day they experience greater freedom in religion.